one over there, one over there, one back there, and one back there. We also have a video camera going out there, so if you guys are in the aisles, please be careful not to block it. And
We're selling snacks too.
yeah, if you want to take pictures, because this isn't a licensed show, you guys can, but please be courteous towards the actors and don't use flash or don't be too distracting. And that's about it. Thank you.
So you've come. In the beginning of time, my father, the great mountain god Ohuyama, shaped me from the petals of the cherry tree. There I blossomed into creation at the peak of Fuji Mountain. The godly children of Izanagi are hard, like stone. We live long, restless lives, plagued by our own faults, and escaping the sins that we accrue but never quite escape. And yet humans are so different. Like the blossoms of the cherry tree, they form in the cycles of life and death, pure and untainted by time. With winter comes death, but life returns to bloom in the spring. I'm the goddess of Fuji Mountain, the cherry blossom princess Konohana Sakuya of earthly life, knowledge, and storytelling. Today, sit and listen. Here is a story seldom told.
All Buddhas throughout space and time, all Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, the great Prajnaparamita.
You cannot!
Virtuous monk, please.
We recite our Gathra and our Sutra for the many beings in our world.
The hallway is off limits when the master is in seclusion.
But we must see him now.
You may enter.
We apologize to the venerable teacher for disturbing her meditation, but we feared the matter urgent.
I could not stop them, master. This disciple was useless.
Repent by reciting the Bodhisattva vow until you know it by heart.
Yes, master.
What have you come so urgently for?
Venerable teacher, we have come in fear.
Aye.
But we could go a rather ominous occurrence happened while we were tilling the bamboo at night.
In the center of the forest, we found a stalk about the thickness of a man's head and 6 feet tall.
Yes, and it was glowing a soft radiant light. It almost reminded me of moonlight.
That is indeed an unearthly occurrence.
Later, when we went to split the stalk in half, well,
The inside was hollowed.
yes, hollow. And in the middle, buried inside it, where our axe had not reached, was this babe swaddled in silken fabric.
Now, as we have not been able to bear a child of our own, we took the sign as a celestial blessing.
As a folk, people often believe, you see, you must forgive us for our provincial ways.
Of course.
Dear, you've gone and forgotten the last part of the story.
Oh yes, you're quite right, Hyogo.
Celestial monk, when we returned to work splitting the bamboo again, there were gold pieces lying in the center, stained red with blood.
So I see.
He spoke to a shaman regarding what had transgressed, but he could sense no sign of an evil spirit on our persons.
The gold had no spirit, see. He told us that the Shinto exorcisms would not work on such a thing.
We fear for the worst.
Let me examine the child.
She never cries, not like a human babe.
Indeed. You are correct in your uncertainty. The child you have picked up indeed has an abnormal spirit.
Could it be then?
But she does not exude any demonic energy either, fear not.
Then what is the venerable teacher suggesting?
Her soul is the purest I have yet to see in this lifetime.
A new soul?
No. No souls as pure as hers exist in our cycle of reincarnation.
Then have the heavens really smiled upon us?
Perhaps.
You don't sound very certain, great teacher.
There are no certainties in the mortal world. The gods watch over us and dictate fate as they please.
What else could it be then?
This may be a test until you too ascend the cycle of life and death.
A test.
Aye, perhaps you have acquired a great deal of good karma throughout this life, and the heavens are benevolent enough to help you acquire the last amount to ascend.
Then, venerable teacher, may you guide us through this trial?
I am only a student of the great teacher. I cannot become entangled in your karma.
Please tell me then, are there evil spirits among us?
I can sense none on your persons.
But there was blood on the gold that we found, a great deal of blood.
Could that be a different matter, Kyoko?
But it was there when we found the child, and the gold has not stopped appearing ever since. I could not cut down the bamboo without staining my hands.
Perhaps it is a mischievous spirit haunting us.
It is not a coincidence. This child has brought something upon us, and I know not if it is a blessing or a curse.
There are no coincidences in our world.
Venerable teacher, how can you explain it?
The blood, then, is indeed a sign of bad karma.
What do you mean?
The gods are not pleased. The blood, the child, it is a reminder.
For us?
Perhaps. You must be careful these next few years. Set aside offerings on your shrine and do not engage in any moral sins.
I see. Thank you, venerable teacher.
We do not have much, but we offer you a few coins for your advice.
The disciples of the Buddha cannot accept mortal gifts.
But will the temple take it then? We must offer you this much at the very least.
There are forces at play that none of our insignificant lives can go against. I would not advise it.
Then we will not insist.
There is an ill omen in the air today. We must be vigilant.
An ill omen indeed.
That monk was cruel to hide the truth.
But how could he have known? He knew enough to think a girl marked by past treachery reborn.
Fate is not trifled so easily.
And yet they all try senselessly on. Let us not linger in the past as well. Here is 17 years and time lost. Father!
Young miss, his lordship is currently out right now.
Do you know where he's gone?
He's having a meeting with one of the other lords.
Oh, I wish he wouldn't. He's never home these days now.
Young miss, how else would you suppose he support the family?
What about the gold mine in the forest? Why can't we just live off of that? It's more complicated than you think, young miss. I suppose it could be more bearable if I were allowed to go off into the mountains with the other girls.
You know it's for your own safety. There are evil spirits in this world.
But why are the other girls in town allowed to come down? They aren't any different from me.
You are the daughter of a noble lord now, young miss, not a bamboo cutter. You cannot associate with them for your father's sake.
But he won't even let me speak to the other girls from the nobles' houses.
That I cannot say why.
Mother's been sick for a year. Father's always gone, and you and Rico are always just big bores telling me to do this and that.
Young miss, one day you'll look back and realize that everything we do is for your own sake.
I just wish I could run off. I always feel so stifled in this house.
Don't say that, young miss.
I'm sick of living here alone. I wish I was never born here. It's all a curse, isn't it? I must have been cursed to grow up somewhere like this.
Young miss,
Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Rico, please don't get mad. I just get so angry sometimes.
You're certainly at that age.
But it really is the worst. I love you and Jin. I love father, I love mother. But I just hate it all.
you'll look back on these days with nostalgia one day, my dear. This is the prime of your youth.
I bet I'll be saying the same thing when I'm 30. Oh, but I don't think I can bear living here like this for another 12 years.
You won't, I'm sure. You'll be married.
My lord, I'm afraid your condition's getting worse. The lady had a fit in the afternoon.
Send for a doctor immediately. Why didn't you inform me before my return?
We didn't want to disturb your meeting, my lord.
Never mind that.
Father,
Kaguya, aren't you supposed to be at your classes?
Master Kino's visiting family, don't you remember?
Oh yes, I quite forgot.
I missed you, Father.
Silly girl, I've been only gone for a day.
It's so boring at home. Jin and Rico won't let me do anything.
That's for your own good, dear.
That's what you all say.
Why don't you keep your mother company then?
Because all of them say that I'll catch the same thing that she has.
That Rico, let the girls see her mother.
My lordship, it is dangerous. We don't know what disease the lady has. Even the doctors don't dare to approach her without caution.
Once.
My lordship,
Oh, Rico, please, just once.
I am under strict oath from the doctor.
Oh, what do they know? They don't even know what disease Kyoko has.
And that makes it even more dangerous to expose the young miss to it.
See, I can't go down the mountain or even see Mother. There's nothing for me to do. He won't ever let me do anything.
That girl, I worry about her sometimes.
I do too, my lord.
Sometimes I wonder what we are to do.
Is it the other lords?
I've done my best to shield her from the world around her, but
Is it about that?
yes, some of the larger lords. They're pressuring me to find a husband for her. They have more influence than I do.
Don't say that, my lord.
No, Jin, I know my roots as a humble bamboo cutter, and I embrace it.
They are taking advantage of your lordship's kindness.
They may be right. She's nearing the near marriageable age. Perhaps finding engagement would be the best for her.
She's still a child. You said it yourself.
Kyoko is dying, and I'm not far from that state myself. There will be no one to provide for her once we are gone.
Still, surely you can wait.
Did I ever tell you, Jin? I found her in the bamboo grove 17 years ago. It feels like a blink of an eye since that day I was a young man once.
I have served you, my lord, for 10 years when you rescued my sister and mother from the fate of the brothels. I hope that you will extend the favor to your own daughter.
Do not speak out of hand.
It is my duty to tell you when you are going too far.
I have no choice. They are insistent and have gone so far to threaten me. Never mind me, the large lords have the power to cause great harm to Kyoko and Kaguya if they wished. It's only decorum that keeps them from snatching my own daughter from under my arms.
She's just 17 this year.
There have been younger brides.
Those are the country folks who don't have any other choice. My lord, know your position. You are still a lord, even if those other lords may look down on your lineage. Kaguya is far too young, and you are a fool for even considering for a second to marry her to one of those...
Enough!
My lord.
Leave me be. I need some time to myself. Look at me. Even my own servant looks at me like I've grown a second head. Did he really think a man would want to marry off his young daughter to one of those bumbling buffoons? I have no choice. O gods above, the great Buddha, forgive me.
A selfish man, a sickly wife.
And a daughter caught in between the ravenous spiders of Edo.
Has she been wrapped in their threads yet?
Or can she weave the webs herself? Hush, you three. Cease with your incessant gossip. I'm still telling my story.
Young miss.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Young miss, please.
I said no.
Here, let me try.
You deal with her. She won't even listen to a thing I say.
Young miss,
Oh, what do you want?
it's about your father,
Fine, come in.
Kaguya.
Just get on with it, will you?
Your father wishes to have you married.
What?
I've told him many times, I have tried to convince him many times that you're far too young.
I am.
But it's far more complicated than that. It's the larger lords, young miss. They've imposed an ultimatum. Choose a husband or they'll choose one for you.
All this for me?
I'd say there's hardly any other reason otherwise.
So it is.
Indeed.
But it's not for me. It can't be. No, it's for my face.
Yes.
So they've kicked up all this racket because of this accursed face of mine? I wonder what those high and mighty lords would think if I scarred my face right this instant. I think I'd be far more beautiful, scarred, and free than married to one of them.
Young miss, please.
I want to talk to Father.
He's retired in his study.
Father, Father!
Young miss, calm yourself.
I will not have myself married off like some kind of... Father!
Kaguya, are you alright?
Father, how could you?
Jin, a word.
No, you are going to talk to me.
This does not involve you.
You're marrying me off and it doesn't involve me?
It's for your own sake.
That's what you always say. Tell me, Father, look in my eyes and tell me truthfully if it's for my own good or not.
Kaguya, you have to understand that I'm an aging man.
I trusted you.
If your mother and I both die, who will be left to protect you? At least with marriage, you have a choice.
A choice? You aren't giving me any choice right now. And how are you to know that this husband that you choose for me won't be as oppressive as you are?
Kaguya, can't you see I'm trying my best?
Trying your best?
What else can I do? They'll take you by force if I resist.
Let them try.
My lord, please.
You want to try them? You want to see them take our land, our bamboo grove, our home? You want to see them humiliate me in court and file corruption charges to me to the emperor? You want to see them take away everything your mother and I have worked for?
So it is really about you, isn't it?
What have we been working for if not for you?
Isn't that just an excuse?
Kaguya!
Everything you say has always been a shield on you. This is your bamboo grove, your court position, your dignity. Am I worth so little to you?
You're worth everything to me. And as your father, it isn't half as easy for me either.
You say all these words in such a fanciful manner, and yet they mean nothing.
You give me too little credit.
If that's all you will say to me, then all right.
All right?
I will agree to be married,
You will.
but I will set my own conditions for this farce.
I will do anything, my dear, for your sake.
Not for you, father, but for the suitors.
What is it?
I want them to bring me one of the 5 treasures of legend.
That's outrageous.
I didn't say 5, father, just one among them. Whoever can do so will be worthy of my hand.
Is this what you really want?
Whoever will become my husband must be an outstanding man. Whatever his wealth or appearance, he must be among the best. After all, they've raised such a fuss about me. Who am I not to return the favor?
Then I will announce it to the lords.
Give them a 2-year deadline. They have 2 years before I will talk to any of them.
What if none of them find any?
We'll see.
2 years is not forever, Kaguya. You cannot run away from this.
Father, I'd like to rest. I tire of this conversation.
Kaguya.
My lord, let us leave.
Very well.
To procure one of the 5 treasures in 2 years.
Perhaps a task impossible, bar the gods.
You overestimate us. So should we? But what little choice did she have in the matter?
Perhaps she could have run, like the fisherman in Onohime and time chasing close behind.
Well, what use was it in the end? They were still separated and the moon reclaimed her children. Was there supposition?
Don't spoil the story. That is a matter for a later time.
Yoko,
Good afternoon, husband.
I came as soon as I heard about the fit. Is the doctor still here?
They left recently. I'm afraid they only have bad news for me.
How bad has it become?
I have around a year left. 2 if the gods are kind.
How can this be?
You know I've always had a weak constitution. It's why we were never able to bear a child. Do you ever blame me for that?
You can never blame me for anything. And besides, we have Kaguya and she's...
Dear, don't place the burden on yourself alone.
I became a lord because I thought it would protect my family. Yet now I'm helpless to aid my dying wife, and men are conspiring to snatch my young daughter before my very
It
face.
is they who are wrong. They will pay the karmic retribution in time.
King Yama's quite vengeful, it seems.
You should not stay for long. The doctors still do not know what is causing my weakness. What if you were to catch it?
Nonsense. I must cherish every moment left.
Cherish your health.
It was not so long ago when we met.
We were filled with so much life back then.
Remember when we tied our fingers together with the red thread in the shrine? That was the moment I woke up and realized that you were there, standing close to me. So bright and brilliant, too.
And I can still remember the days wandering through the bamboo grove in the quiet moonlight. How excited were we then?
If only we lived in those days again.
But I have grown old and weak. I wish I could support you with this wasting flesh. Perhaps Figuia could live on as a child still.
Dear, don't say these things. Your health is frail.
I can only hope that I will live long enough to see her marry a good man. That is all I wish.
If only she never had to marry Al.
How humorous the words seem now.
What is she marrying for, if not for his own benefit?
My dears, your words are too sharp.
Well, what do you think of the matter, Konohana Sakuya?
Indeed, you seem too eager to defend him.
The lives of men are too short. He will be dead before he has the foresight to reflect.
How boring.
Won't you move on with this part of the story? As you wish.
pity. How hard it must be to lose a mother at so young an age.
Indeed, how hard.
You promised you would wait until the contest for me. There's still 3 more months left. Mother, you've lied to me. You promised you would wait for me. Why didn't you wait?
What a pity.
Oh, Mother, I can't do this without you. Every day they come to me in droves like locusts. They've robbed me of my childhood, eaten away at my dignity, pestered me with their gaping maws. They swarm me even now. I can see them talking amongst themselves, pointing at me. And even Father's been driven to the brink. It's a plague on us, a plague of evil spirits. What have I brought on this family, Mother? What a pity.
You must not blame me.
Who are you?
A humble fisherman.
Why are you talking to me?
You look like you needed to be talked to, my lady.
You. Have we met before?
I don't recall any meeting of sort in this life.
Well, it's strange. There's a sense of familiarity weighing down in my heart. Why do I feel so sad when I speak with you?
It's the grief, my lady. Your mother is gone. It is only natural.
No, it's not that. I can't describe it.
Pardon me, I've kept you for too long.
No, wait. Are you sure we've never met before?
I'm sure this is the first time we've met like this, my lady.
You speak in riddles.
My words are honest.
That's not what I mean.
Please pay all your due respects to your mother.
Don't need to.
I'm afraid I must. Kaguya!
No, you can't wait for me.
Kaguya!
Mother, I'm here.
Who's that man?
A fisherman. Oh, forget it. It's no matter anymore.
There are 3 months left.
I know more than anyone else.
I suppose you do.
What are we to do?
I suppose we must only sit and pray for the best. Let the gods forgive me for being useless.
I'm sick of it, Father. All you talk about is praying to the gods, fate this, fate that. Why are you so set on determinism? Is my future already decided? Will I waste away a pretty trophy to be paraded around until I rot?
I will not argue with you on this subject.
If you're still insistent on treating me like a child, how can you sacrifice me as a woman?
Forgive me.
It's tired. They never do learn. It's tiring listening to him repeat the same lines.
Although perhaps the storyteller must be blamed for this as well.
What can I say? The story must go on.
It's been so far in, and yet you've only just introduced an important character.
What a tiresome audience I've amassed here.
Well, what's next?
You're still here.
I couldn't very well ignore a lady's order.
It's so odd. There's something about you that's so familiar, and yet I've never met you before in my life.
How direct of you.
Tell me, who are you?
A humble fisherman.
I suppose that's the only answer you'll give me?
My lady, you've suffered great loss. How do you feel right now?
It's strange. You're so kind to me, to someone you've never met before.
It's only common courtesy.
At Mother's funeral, there were so many people trying to talk to me, and yet none of them showed me any kindness at all.
They were wrong to do so.
Tell me, do you plan on asking for my hand anytime soon?
If that's your wish, I'll follow it.
You're quite a strange person.
I could say the same about yourself.
Please, call me Kaguya.
I couldn't.
It's a small matter.
No, I insist, my lady.
You really are strange.